Guys, welcome back to the channel. I figured I'd upload a separate video of me making a straight pipe exhaust for my car. So hopefully this helps anyone who's looking to build an exhaust for their car. It really wasn't too hard, and by doing this I saved a lot of money. So as you can see here, the first thing I did is I went over to my local junkyard or salvage yard, and I found my same exact car with the slightly modified exhaust, so I went ahead and picked it up, and the total cost for that was 21 bucks. And it was slightly modified. It did not come with a muffler, and it came with a tip, so that's gonna save me some money. So I had to ask the guy to lift the car up for me, and he kindly did, and we had to cut the exhaust off in order to slide it out. But here it is. You know, I'm really happy. I think we got a good deal on it. So obviously we're gonna be modifying it. We're gonna be taking the resonator off. We're gonna give it a little bit more pop. So after getting the exhaust from the junkyard, I went ahead to O'Reilly's and picked me up some pipe and 2 adapters, and the total cost of that was about $6 and some change. So we're now $28 in this project, and it's all looking good. So here I'm pulling off my stock exhaust, and I just weighed it, and it weighs close to 35 pounds. So it's good to know we're doing a little bit of weight reduction by removing the muffler and the resonator. So that's good. So it's actually a good thing I went out and bought a second exhaust. That way if it gets too loud, I can always put my stock exhaust back on. So that's pretty much why I bought a second exhaust. So this flange on the exhaust was kind of stuck, so I had to use an impact gun to take the bolts off. So now I'm cutting off the resonator. This is just so we save some extra weight, and we also give our exhaust a little bit more pop. So we went ahead and cut that off. And next up, I'm trimming down my 2.5-inch pipe. I'm taking about 5 inches off it, and it's going to be the perfect length to replace the resonator. So as you can see here, I'm kind of fitting everything up and actually comparing it to the stock exhaust. So at this point, I'm really happy with how it's turning out. I go ahead and put it under the car. It looks really nice. So here I've already put it back together, and I'm going to go ahead and start the car and see how it sounds. And as soon as I started that car, my mind was blown. So I went ahead, took the exhaust back off. I've cleaned it inside and out, polished it up a little bit, and I've pretty much got it ready for welding. It was really a pain in the butt just crawling in and out of the car trying to get things sorted out. But here I'm putting the exhaust back on, and I'm gonna get ready to tack weld. And guys, one thing I have to say is, if you're gonna buy a custom exhaust, or if you're gonna go out to a welder and get your exhaust welded for you, my recommendation would be to do it at home. Buy yourself a welder. By doing this by myself, I was able to save hundreds of bucks. Who knows what a professional welder would have charged me. So I highly recommend for anyone trying to make an exhaust to actually buy a welder. Go out and buy one, and it's gonna save you a lot of money. You'll learn the useful skill of welding, and it's always gonna be helpful. So just finishing these tack welds up, I'm going to go ahead and slide the exhaust out from the car again. And here we're doing the final welding. After it's welded, I'm going to go ahead, wire wheel it, sand it, and get it ready for some paint. But meanwhile guys, hopefully y'all enjoy this little time lapse. So at this point, I've completed the welding. I'm washing down the exhaust and getting it ready for some paint. I'm using some high heat kind of metallic paint, silver metallic. It's rated up to 1200 degrees, so it's no slouch and will be good. I'll give it a few coats, let it dry for a few hours, and then I'll put it back in the car. Well guys, I can say it's pretty much done. The paint looks really nice. The welds look good. So overall, I really love the way this thing looks. I'm going to give it about an hour to dry and then put it back on the car. So guys, long story short, we made a beautiful exhaust for only $26. $26 and some change. This video just goes to show you don't really need that much skill or that much time to make one of these. You could save a lot of money by doing it yourself. So hopefully this video helped those of you interested. And here are some clips of the exhaust on the car. I honestly think it sounds amazing.